we had a picnic table in the yard, and I'd bring my coffee out there and sit at the picnic table. And I remember sitting there one morning early, and I had a bright red velvet robe on, and all of a sudden this roar in my ear. There was a hummingbird who was attracted by my red robe, and he was hovering right by my ear. You know how noisy they are when
They're fluttering?
Yeah, and I oh my God, when I first heard it right in my ear, I couldn't imagine what it was. And then I half turned and I could see him hovering right there by my face. But I loved waking up in the morning there. And the loons would be, you could hear them calling across the lake, and it was just wonderful. I was usually there alone. If Jerry was working, he's already gone to work. And it was nice sitting at that picnic table and listening to the loons and just quiet. It was a wonderful time to be at camp. And then I'd pick rocks out of the water for hours. There was where we walked into the water to go swimming. It was all rocky, and so I'd spend hours with my bathing suit on, picking rocks and throwing them either up on the land or in a pile to the other side from where we were swimming. And I loved to do that, and I'd do that for hours till I had that all cleared. And the guy that owns it now asked me about that. He said, "Didn't that used to be rocky there?" I said, "Oh yeah." And I picked rocks and threw them off to the side for all the years that we were there, till I got it all nice and clear. There was sand underneath those rocks, and but that was just me, my thing. I can't say I relaxed at camp, but it was a wonderful, peaceful place to be. I was always doing something. I remember re-puttying the windows. They needed putty in, and I'd do that while I was there alone. And I was always finding something to do. But I just loved being there to do it, you know. It was just awful nice.
Yeah, I feel if you could put your words and your stories into a book, it'd be a wonderful book. You have a great way of saying things and helping people visualize what it was that you experienced.
Yeah. 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 Well,
You could have been a top seller.
I don't know about that.
I think so. I would read your books.
I read a story that Judy Robinson wrote about Rice Mom and the girls that went up there and owned horses and went up there to ride, and she used to call them her kids. She was married, but she never had any children of her own.
What are you doing over there, weirdo?
And she'd call